Hello, everyone, and welcome to 2025 and another online e-newsletter bringing you a video update of everything that has been happening and will be happening in the Charnwood Forest Geopark. 2025 is going to be a big year for us as we start to prepare our application to become a UNESCO Global Geopark. So as we go through that process, we want to say thank you again for all of your support. We'll be bringing you a bit more news on that slightly later, maybe in the next few months. But for the moment, let's give you an update of what's been happening in December and is coming up. So on our website, you can read a story written by Isabel, who's one of the members of staff at the Leicestershire and Rutland Wildlife Trust. We work very, very closely with the Wildlife Trust on issues around nature recovery in Charnwood Forest. They are a founding partnership of the group of organisations behind the Geopark and our bid to the National Lottery. So we work very, very closely with them and others. And if you'd like to hear more about how the National Lottery funding has been supporting the Wildlife Trust to work, particularly in Charnwood Forest, please do pop onto our website and read that story by Isabel. We also had a fabulous event in December when Professor Carenza Lewis of the University of Lincoln and of course of Time Team fame joined us once again for a special Christmas lecture in Bow Manor Hall. Carenza talked to us about the fantastic Schools Dig that we hosted earlier in 2024, where we had students from across and around Charnwood Forest joining us for 3 days to dig a test pit to see what they could discover. And Professor Lewis gave us an update on some of the finds that had been found there. And we also had an opportunity to be joined by more than 90 different people who joined us for that lecture for a mince pie and a glass of mulled wine, the perfect start to the Christmas season. There's a story on our website about that event and some of the finds that Professor Lewis talked to us about, but we'll keep you updated. There is going to be a report from some of the finds that were found, so we might, and who knows, maybe we'll be able to put some of them on display in the forest. So stay tuned, make sure you're signed up to our e-newsletter to hear more about that. And thank you to Professor Carenza Lewis again for supporting the Geopark. I've just talked about our partnership and all the wonderful organisations who support us in Charnwood Forest Geopark. And one of those founding organisations as well is Charnwood Arts. They've long-standing had many projects supporting community art schemes and other art schemes across the Geopark. And their most recent contribution to the success of the Geopark using our National Lottery Heritage funding is their soundscape project. So they've been soundscaping Charnwood Forest and engaging a number of different artists, and you can hear the first of the pieces of music bringing those recorded sounds of the forest together. You can find it on the Charnwood Arts website. You can find all the links in the news section of our website, charnwoodforest.org/news, to find out more about that. A fantastic project and well worth a listen. Just want to remind you that as our project has been extended, thank you to the National Lottery Heritage Fund for extending our project to December 2026, we have a little bit more time to fund small projects across Charnwood Forest. Now, we have two major small grant schemes that are our community heritage grants and our managing the landscape grants. So if you've got an idea of how to conserve a part of Charnwood Forest or help celebrate the heritage within it, then why not take a look at our scheme? You can find more information on the website, and we would encourage you to get your applications in soon. We are expecting and hoping for lots of applications, so please do work together, build a partnership of organisations to build an even stronger bid and get your application in. All the details about eligibility, how much you can bid for, that's all on our website. So whether you want to bring landowners together to help better coordinate nature recovery, or you've got an interesting historical story in your village that you think needs telling, we would love to hear from you, and maybe we might be able to fund it. So do have a look at that. We also want to celebrate another one of our partners, the National Forest Company, who have a Plant a Tree event going ahead in the next few months in Ratby, where they've got a site, so in the Geopark as well. So this is an opportunity to engage with the National Forest and plant a tree, be part of the National Forest in planting a tree. So whether you want to plant a tree to celebrate an event in memory of someone or just to do something for the good of the environment, do take a look on the National Forest website and book your place into the next Plant a Tree event run by the National Forest and also in Charnwood Forest Geopark. I've mentioned this before, but we've got some first aid training to help and support community groups and other groups who are doing good in Charnwood Forest. If you'd like to know if you're eligible or see if there's a slot that works for you, then do look on our website. There's information on our news section. I know that the next first aiding slot is now fully booked, but I think we've got 2, 3 or 4 other sessions that still have slots, and we want to support as many groups as possible with this free first aid training. So do take up that offer while it's there. It won't last forever. And finally, we want to speak about another one of our founding partners of the group of organisations behind the Geopark. Leicestershire County Council has been leading for the County of Leicester, the County of Leicestershire, the City of Leicester, and also for Rutland. They are the lead organisation putting together our area's local nature recovery strategy. The draft of the LNRS is now available to see online, and they would love to hear from you about what you think about that draft. Does it have the right priorities? Is it focusing on the right areas? Is it focusing on the right things? Obviously, as a geopark, we are very proud that the geopark has been mentioned and that Charnwood Forest is so prominent within the LNRS. And we're also happy to see the prominence of geodiversity within the LNRS. But now is your opportunity to shape the priorities for local nature recovery proposals and the strategy for the whole of our county. So if you've got any thoughts, go onto the County Council website, find the local nature recovery strategy page, and make sure your voice is heard while the consultation is open for the next few weeks. That's it for this month's video newsletter. We hope you find it very useful. If you'd like it in email format, please do go onto our website. On the bottom of every page of our website, there's the opportunity to sign up to our electronic newsletter, and you'll get an email from me every month with all of these stories, and you can go back and read them as many times as you like. If you've got any ideas of things you think we should be doing, or you'd like to sign up to be a volunteer or anything like that, you can also find the Contact Us page on the website. But once again, thank you very much for following along. We hope you had a lovely Christmas. We wish you a very happy New Year, and we'll see you next time for another monthly video newsletter update from Charnwood Forest Geopark. Thank you.